I'm Martha Brooke, founder and chief analyst of Interaction Metrics. I'm going to talk to you today about why science should have a seat at your customer experience table. So let's start with a couple of facts. Fact number one, 66% of the Fortune 1000 companies are using Net Promoter Score. Fact number two, as I do this video, millions of companies are doubling down and investing in the customer experience. And that should be a really good thing for our industry. It should be a good thing for customers too, because it means that customers are giving feedback, that feedback is being registered, and the customer experience is being improved, only it's not. That's a problem. So according to the American Customer Satisfaction Index, which conducts the largest study of its kind, it's cross-sector, cross-industry for the entire United States. In 1995, the average customer satisfaction rating was 74. Last year in 2019, it was 76. Last quarter, it dipped down to 75. In other words, the needle has barely moved. And in school speak, it's like a C+ grade. So why is that? Well, my strong argument is that's because science is not getting a seat at the customer experience table. So let's look at what that is. There are basically three pillars of science vis-a-vis customer experience. The first is objectivity, empiricism. That is, that you're asking questions that don't lead the customer. For example, how satisfied were you? Well, that assumes the customer was somewhat satisfied. Or how likely are you to recommend? Assumes the customer is at least somewhat likely to recommend. Now, the objective version of that is, have you recommended? So we love Net Promoter Score. We use it all the time for our clients, but we often have to tweak it to make sure that it's giving us objective empirical data. So first pillar, objectivity. Second pillar is representation, so that you have representative data across your entire customer installed base. So you're hearing from profitable customers, satisfied customers, not so profitable customers, dissatisfied customers, and the data that's coming in is not being gamed. So you know how sometimes the associate will say, if you give me a 10, I'll give you $500 off, or you can tell they're hand selecting who gets the survey. Well, that's a problem. It means you're not getting representative data. So pillar number two is representation. Pillar number three, and it is, I love all my children, but it is sort of my favorite child, is replicability, that you're getting repeatable results. And the reason it's my favorite is it's the golden standard of science, that wherever you are, whomever you are, you're getting more or less the same results. So I think about, for instance, sentiment analysis or the tagging of verbatims comments. You know, whether you're doing that by artificial intelligence or using researchers, both should be within 5 points of each other. If you're just using researchers to tag and understand your verbatim comments, you know, a team of people should all be getting, you know, very similar results out of that data. So objectivity, representation, replicability. What does this give you? Well, it gives you two things, both of which really matter. The first is that you have reliable facts that you can share with your stakeholders. And the second is that you have the details to actually improve the customer experience and raise customer satisfaction. So I love talking about the science of customer experience. I like talking about the art of customer experience too. If any of this strikes a chord, by all means, send me a LinkedIn or drop me an email. I'm at marthab@interactionmetrics.com. So interaction like we're having an interaction, metrics like the number. Thank you so much for listening. And I hope science gets a seat at your customer experience table. Thank you.